love the look on your face when that happens. Why did you go so serious, Detech? It's
All right.
you're like the kid at school. You sit up straight in the front seat when the teacher walks in. It's hilarious. Did we want to touch on some gravy before we dive into the meat and potatoes?
Sure.
Making me hungry.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds good.
Well, the bulk of the discussion we need to do today is to dive into that spreadsheet and do all of the grunt work to get that fleshed out. But before that,
We did a good amount of it before, so it should be pretty easy.
We got the basic framework there. I was just gonna say, with that team info stuff, I played around with that. Like, you know how I've got the text for that, and I've got Cheese's avatar and my avatar. But
yes, last night I was gonna do it, but then my 3D editor was open, and I'll do it today.
I'm finding it the programs that I use to get rid of the background, because Cheese's avatar has so much white in it. When I try and remove the white background, it's fucking up her avatar. If I send you, if I will send you the stuff, can one of you sort that out? And also, when I patch in, because my name is short, it screws up the size. So my name looks really huge, and then Morecheese's, because hers is long, it goes really small.
I thought your name was Ben. Your name was short.
Yeah. Yeah. So
sorry.
I might hand that off to somebody to try and sort out.
Yeah, no, I can definitely remove backgrounds.
Yeah, it's mostly for the text, because the two avatars don't have background, so that's easy enough to do. It's just the text. And start thinking about, well, I guess it's easy for Cheese and I, because we've already got our blurb in the descriptions for all the shows and whatnot. But well, at least the basics of it. So, that reminds me, Detector, I need your referral link, your Upland referral link, to patch into your videos.
Okay.
You know how to get that?
I will. I think I'll figure it out.
Figure that out and DM
referral program.
Yeah, there'll be a link there that you click on. Just DM me that, and I can start patching that in.
Yep.
Other than that,
fucking cough. My God, freaking cough.
You're feeling better though. It looks like.
Oh, 100%, 100%. It's just a stupid cough. Yeah, so annoying.
So it's a long trip to Las Vegas with all the lasting effects.
A lot of baggage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminded about it every day.
What else is there? Oh, well, what do you think about just getting Zoe and Moon Unit in, just as the early to test all the access or whatever?
I love it. I love them.
Yeah.
You can do no wrong.
I'll get them in first just to test the onboarding. And I guess after those, we'll do the other. Who else have we got that are in the MVE? What's that other role? We've got the
Sacha's dog.
Yeah.
And that's it. I think that's
only
it.
a couple,
Wait,
isn't it?
let me see.
Where is that bloody channel? Meta member, isn't it?
Yep, that's it.
Yep. So we'll get Moon and Zoe in, and then we'll get those meta members in, and then we'll go to UDU, and then once everything's fleshed out, we'll fling it open and go from there. Detech, is there anything else you wanted to touch on about design or anything?
3D design, yes, I have some stuff too. So yesterday I was having these like back and forth, like I was trying to read all the requirements.
Yep.
So one of the things I missed is they said it's up to 10,000 triangles, but minimum 3,000. And actually have a few items which are less than that. So I have to add stuff to it for it to be, and I'm always like in the back of my mind, it's like, since they increased it, now some people can go and do much more detailed things. And I'm like, so I've been trying to detail out the rocks on the on the fire pit yesterday and doing stuff like to just increase the count, because that one was 2,000 something.
That UV
So-
map is just crazy.
Oh man, the thing is, I have to move things away and put things in, like the things under at the bottom,
Mm.
the ones that you won't see, I make them really small, and then for the pillows, I make it large. But for the rocks, to make the rocks more detailed, I have to take out each little square, find the room, put them together, and it's a lot of tweaking. And the worst part is if I change anything, I have to redo the whole UV map. So I'm like, make sure
Yeah.
everything's. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's fun, I guess.
At some point, you just gotta step away because I don't think
Yeah,
it will
yeah.
ever be finished.
That's the thing. By increasing to 10,000, they just gave me this whole room to like just like my head is exploding.
Yeah.
And another thing is I ran into, it says maximum file size 1 megabyte, and I look at all my files, they're all over 1 megabyte, and then I realized they mean the 3D view file, not the. So for an hour there, I was panicking because I didn't know how to decrease it lower than that.
Yep.
But some I still have to redo and then make all the maps JPEG. So what I basically wanted to say, like, we go from 1 to 10. So like I start from 1 and I'll get things ready and send them off to you, kind of thing.
Yep.
That way, like, because they want 3 at this time, 3 at that time. So just to make sure I go along the list.
All right. In the design chat channel, we've got a pinned message that has the sauna ticked off, the pool, the jacuzzi, the eatery, the umbrella, the ice bath, the seating. Is the garden swing, is that finalized?
Yeah, that one's finalized. Well, I
Okay.
guess with us, and I sent it off to her.
Well,
And
yeah,
the fire pit, I just wanted you guys to look at it and see if there's anything else. Like, there's a few bugs there, but other than that, if you guys see anything
All right, so we can.
that might add or change.
Yep. Are you still going to do a fountain? Because we got 2 more on the list there: fountain and a
Yes, yes.
statue.
So the fountain I'll do next, and then just a second, I'm trying to look at the. One of the things I was thinking, remember how I wanted to do like the ice, the shower, and
Yes.
I'm looking at the ice bath and it's 2,500, so it's less than minimum. I was thinking if I add like a bucket next to it, or like like
that could
make
be
a whole
cool.
set of things together, kind of.
Yeah. Like a
Maybe.
little, like a wash bucket or something.
Yeah, and a wooden thing on the floor where like the drain where you can stand on, just to make it like a whole like add everything into one.
That's a good idea. Did you need any inspiration for the statue? It seemed like you were a bit unsure of what to do there, or
Well, I know like the stone thing, right?
Yeah.
That he had before, but if you guys have any ideas, that would be cool.
cheese?
And I was thinking for a long time, but I didn't want to say anything because it's very a desire I have. And I would like when you get your Block Explorer Detech to have us 3 like our
Like a
Block
mini Rushmore.
Explorers. Yeah, and like just have it as like a nice little beautiful lawn
That'd be very cool.
ornament. I would love
With a
that.
wave behind it or something.
Yeah.
Wave coming up behind it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Once I finish that set and
Yes.
everything handed in, because
Yeah.
I'm a little like, I
No
know
rush, I'm sorry.
we have a lot more ready than most people, but I'm still like,
Tweaking, yeah.
Well,
because once it's all in, I'm like,
yeah. And Cheese, Detech and I spoke the other day, and one of the things that we know will happen is that Detech's going to get some feedback that changes will need to be made. The things that it would be very rare that everything that he submitted just gets an immediate green light sort of thing,
yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. So, right. That's pretty
I'm
cool.
also, I'm a little upset about the water not being able to be see-through, because I built everything like in the jacuzzi underneath, and
Yep. Now there was a couple of things. That
I don't know if it was an official invite or if it was just fart in the wind.
What's that?
I love you, Shiva, but I was sort of kind of maybe invited onto the Upland Twitch. And if I do get invited on there, I pretty much want to really talk up Samurai Aquatics. And I pretty much know what I want to say, but I would like maybe some bullet points here and there of stuff that you just really, really, truly want mentioned. Like, you don't even have to go into it, just be like, oh, hey, designs, or hey, Discord, or hey, this, or hey, that. And I'll just kind of put it in my own way. If you want to go more into it, I'm not saying don't, definitely do, but I just don't want to put any more work on anybody. But yeah, if it goes through, I'll try to follow up with her. But I think even though it's against my best want to go on that show, I will for
should,
the
you should.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more about you than anything.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's really not.
I mean, I don't know that there's any bullet points that you need to touch on. You know, I mean, you just run with that. And I think you're at your best when you're unplanned. When you just go on the fly. Huh?
I think so too.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's regurgitate information.
yeah, I don't think there's anything specific that you need to like nail or whatever. Maybe the only thing would be that maybe touch on that we are going to open up the server for people who want to find out more. I mean, that's
See, stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
good. I'm gonna put that in my
that's
D
about all
stuff stuff.
I'd say. I'd imagine we're going to prepare some kind of NFT for that as well. Probably just the logo or something.
Sure.
Kind of like what we
mean-
did with the MBE. You know, what did we do? The first 50 or something like that. I don't know, but we'll touch on we'll touch on that when we get to that point.
Do you have any ideas for that, Detech?
I was just thinking, what the NFT for what?
Samurai Aquatics.
Or when we open up the server to the
Yeah,
public.
well, one thing I want to do is make the Samurai Aquatics logo in 3D. And I was thinking, like, if you guys do like a promo video, like kind of fly in or something, or
Yeah, and Cheese and I did talk about the idea of having the Samurai Surfer replace the background head, but we kind of decided not to do that for a few different reasons.
it's really nicely done and detailed too. So
Well,
really
no,
like it.
it's not to do with that. It's just kind of leaning too far into the Japanese side of things,
Mhm.
where we're kind of, and I think you've mentioned that as well too. Like we're kind of, we want to be open to everything sort
Yeah.
of thing. So
Like, we're not making fun of it, but I could totally see it
yeah,
being taken in that way,
possibly. So
Yeah.
possibly.
yeah.
But I do want a Samurai Surfer on my lawn.
Oh,
that-
I'm actually thinking like we're gonna release them and I won't be able to buy one. That's one of my thoughts. always
Oh,
in my
I
head.
do have news on that, which I'm not sure that I'm at liberty to share publicly. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Cover your ears, those at home.
I don't think it works like that, but I'll put a note down.
A couple of things I wanted to, I just looked at all the designs. Like I said, the
Yep.
ice bath has 2 little details to add things.
Yep.
And the eatery is actually around 2,000. So I'm thinking, what would I add to it? Like maybe umbrellas or
For what?
bar stools, like
Yeah,
the
bar
eatery
stools
with the
would work.
barbecue
Yep.
on the other side of it.
eatery. The eatery is so beautiful. I
Yeah,
freaking
bar
love
stools
it.
on the other side of it.
Yeah, it's basically lower than minimal triangles now.
Maybe on the other side or the front side, you could do a shelf,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like if you wanted to put some extra stuff, you could do like some sauce bottles or I don't know some.
Mhm. That's one thing I was thinking. Like I wanted to add things on top, like
Yeah.
a bottle, this. But I was thinking, is that like okay?
Yeah,
Or you know what I mean?
you could do
'Cause maybe
Samurai
somebody
Aquatics
doesn't
hot
want a
sauce
bottle, right?
bottles on the shelf
Yeah.
or something, spices, or it depends how fine a detail you want to go.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like maybe the back of the table I pull out a bit, like
Yep.
make it like a bar thing and put bar stools there.
Yep.
I know.
That'd be awesome.
Maybe umbrellas on top, you know?
You're
I'm
you're a
gonna- I'm
maniac
gonna-
for umbrellas. What's your
yeah, I'm gonna
fascination
be
with
honest.
umbrellas?
I'm gonna be honest. I love the way it looks currently. I've never seen anybody really sit by the grill because it's
That's another
too
thing I was
hot.
thinking right now.
Mm.
I don't think it needs anything next to it on top of it. I think condiments and stuff, you like, that's brilliant.
Well, what about like a
Um,
little sunken sink? What do you call it? A basin or something?
Mhm.
in a grill.
Yeah,
Well, not
next to
yeah,
the grill.
kind of next to it, like a food prep area. Make it a food prep area, like not
Not
right
a
next to the
kitchen,
grill.
it's a backyard.
Yeah.
And then it'll be going into the
You're
fridge.
already taking a freaking bath.
It's just like the thing that pisses me off is I spend half of the time making it a low count triangle.
Yeah.
Like manually, each line I would erase a couple of triangles, and now it's like it's too little. Like I have to add more.
And that's, but you know what? Even that, like, it looks freaking amazing for the lack of triangles. Like,
So-
I don't know. Like, yeah, I look at it and I see something really freaking cool. So,
Yeah,
like,
but
you
he
were able
has
to
to
pull
put
that
extra
off.
in.
Yeah, now I have to put something like that's
Yeah.
that's what I'm like. What can I actually add to it? Like I was just thinking
I like
when
the
I was
condiment thing.
Or what? Yeah. Or what about
what?
like some utensils on the top, like spatula and we call them
Oh,
tongs.
like for the barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue
Yeah.
tongs or a spatula.
And
or
that could
something.
take a lot of triangles. Yeah, I'll do that.
What about the rim of the top having like a sort of design on it? Like a weird kind of wave. Like, you know how they have
Yeah.
that Greek design all the way around certain things, but we have like our own kind of like
Mhm.
thing around ours. That would
Mm,
take a lot. And make it detailed. Like, instead of just adding
Yeah,
more fluff, like it'll just be
add
really
detail
cool freaking detail to what we already have. That's amazing.
or some kind of detail on the handle of the barbecue or like
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
or like a kind of like it's imprinted in the metal, almost the logo or
Samurai
something.
Aquatics
Yeah.
into the.
Yeah, like it's
Oh,
pressed into the metal.
Ooh.
wow.
Look at his face.
All right. Okay. Fun.
All right.
Yeah, and that's why I'll make the 3D letters and make 3D letters on top of it. There we go.
Cool. All right.
Solved that one. Okay.
Just gonna check what other news we got. Yeah, we did get confirmation. I don't know if I said this before, that we have to have one. There's only going to be one manufacturing plant, and Jennifer did say she will be sharing images and details of the outdoor decor factory within a week. So that's exciting. So we should have some details about that. So
Should I ask her? Because I wanted to ask her if in the future we can have a second Samurai Aquatics Decor on the East Coast in, go ahead.
I was just going to say, yeah, I think that's definitely a thing. Whether you want that specifically stated, but yeah, I think that's definitely a thing. It's just not going to be straight
Anytime
up.
soon.
Yeah, not anytime soon. There's a few questions within the Outdoor Decor Better channel where people are asking questions, and she's kind of saying, we'd like to get to that point, but it's not going to be at release. One of the big things that came up was bulk buying. Like, it's not really related to us, but imagine if one of the other decor shops was selling tiles, and you were going to stack them out to make a deck or something. Well, you're not going to want to buy one tile, then another tile. Well, apparently you have to go through that process. There's not going to be like a bulk order. You can't go like 50 or something, at least not at the onset, which not really a case for us, because we've been thinking the opposite. We don't want people to kind of do that. I mean, we'll take their funds. That's all well and good, but we want to get this into as many people's hands as possible, sort of thing.
No, but what about the idea we had about like if they wanted to get the set. Like if they buy, let's say just for numbers sake, there's 5 pieces in a set.
Yep.
If they bought 2, they get a discount. If they bought 3, they get an even bigger discount, and so on and so forth.
I don't know if we're going to have discount mechanics in the at least in the start of the shop.
Not discount mechanics, but it would be like kind of like the bulk thing. So if you buy 1, it's this. If you buy 2,
like
that.
bulk packages.
Because I don't see our products are all beautiful. I don't see them being different prices each. I see them actually all being the same price.
Yeah,
I don't.
well, we're going to talk through that in a minute, and it is going to be pretty much like that. Yeah. So is that something you want to follow up with her? Like, yeah, we could have a price for the entire set. You're buying the entire, whatever it is, the set of 10. This is the price, and yeah, you're right. It's slightly discounted. Maybe that's a good question to follow up with her if those mechanics are going to be possible. If they're not, if that's not going to be in the initial kind of release, maybe we can do it. Maybe we can do something on the back end as far as NFT rewards, you know. Detech?
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be cool if there was one item that they can get as a bonus instead of a discount. They buy like a 10, and there's one item that goes with if you buy all 10.
Well, that maybe we could play with the Samurai Surfer as part of that.
Maybe, but then it'll be
no.
like, if there's only few of them, right? It's not going to be a lot of sets.
Chase?
I think the Samurai Surfer should be
standalone.
Like, I think if you buy all 5, you can get a discount on it.
Yep.
But I think it should be like pretty much our most like wanted item.
Premium sort of thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Should we dig into the meat and potatoes?
So that was just the gravy? Ooh, this is exciting.
That was the gravy, yes. Oh, hang on. I'm tagged in something. Who's tagging me in general? Talk amongst yourself for a second.
Ruh-roh.
It's just.
Oh, Upland.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'll touch on that later.
He calls you the surfing aqua samurai.
I don't know where did I do this thing? We set out the Discord and I still can't navigate it. All right. Yeah, Cheese, Detech and I got together over the weekend. And yeah, I don't know where you were. Where were you? You were doing something.
Me?
No, Cheese was doing something.
Maybe I was at the spaghetti factory.
You were. Yes. Now this is really annoying. I can't. So I put this. Oh, if it's ever going to load. So I put this model together just to test the numbers because I was concerned once we got the green light that this system was good to go and they were stoked with how we were thinking big picture sort of thing. I put this together for the numbers and I got Detech on the blower just to double check that he wasn't going to have a heart attack about it. Because, you know, for each item that he produces, he has to do all of that other background stuff. So if we just take the sauna, for example.
Yeah.
If we've got 7 different themes of sauna.
Yeah.
That come in 5 different types and 8 different features. Cool. That's 280 versions of a sauna that we're putting out there. Which
I love it.
And kind of what Detech and I discussed, and what we know is that we can say a huge big picture, and then we can decide actually no, we're only going to do a small version, but we can't go the other way. We can't say we're only going to do this, and then 2 months down say, okay, we want to do more versions of the sauna. That's not going to fly. That's going to be rejected. So we're better off to go big picture and then decide not to do it, trim it back, sort of thing. But this big picture will impact on how many mints of everything we decide to do. So,
all right.
Because you think if there's 280 versions and there's 100 of each version, that's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah.
Maybe before we get too far, should we just decide on all of these? Like, we cool with these as the target themes? Like we're already
I say
doing
so.
wooden's for release. That's what we're going for. We're going for wooden for release. Modern, Detech's keen to get into sci-fi.
Celebration. Can that be is that similar to event?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because see how we've got wooden here. I've only written the type and the features as they relate to wooden. So for modern, we might have, I don't know, there might not be 5 different types. There might be 3 different types. So, you know, for sci-fi is the theme, but the types might be, I don't know, what did you say, Detech? All the types.
Types? What do you mean? For
Like different types of sci-fi, like Tron, or what was the one you were interested in? You were
oh,
keen-
like rockets and
rockets and
space
space and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, each of the themes might have several different types. For celebration, for example, yeah, we might have New Year's, Genesis, I don't know, whatever it is.
Well, instead of Christmas and Halloween, can we put holiday?
And then Christmas and Halloween become the types. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
Or we have Christmas and then we can have different, because remember we talked about that, like for Halloween, somebody might want spider webs and kind of cutesy, where I want blood and guts and gore.
yeah.
Whatever we can, we'll push the limits of what they'll allow, sort of thing.
well, I think celebration should, or like holiday would include Christmas, Halloween, special events, maybe.
But then you can't get particular. You
Yeah.
can't get
Oh, you have to say all of them now.
Mm.
see then you're gonna need so like I'd say maybe
Yeah,
It's kind of rough that we have to say all the themes as well right now.
we need to
Or-
give them a, maybe we don't need to go specifics, but we would have to
Mm.
say a number. So
Okay, wow.
if we decide on 7 different themes, each theme's going to have 5 different types. And of those 5 different types, there's going to be 8 features. Okay, we need to put that picture together. We don't need to say exactly what they're going to be.
can we make it 8 themes and just have a miscellaneous?
Yep.
Just in case. That way it'll be like, oh shit, we forgot one. And then we could just say, oh, we'll put it under miscellaneous. So this is kind of like NFTs. Like right
Yep.
now we're creating the schemas.
Yes.
All right, yeah, this makes sense. And then like each
Miscellaneous.
theme goes into a schema.
Yep.
And you have to have a theme in order to mint your feature. All right. All right. I need to associate to what I already know, or else I'll push other stuff out.
Now, do we want to drop the types down to 4 to get to a round number? Like, because like we've got, for example, the wood, we've got light, medium, dark. Well, burnt and dark is kind of the same thing, isn't it? But
Yeah.
just think about if this was sci-fi. Like,
Yeah, I
Silver.
can do different like color themes or something.
would 4 different types of, that's going to be enough, surely. 4 different types of sci-fi,
Mhm.
4 different types of Christmas.
Would
Yeah.
light be any light color and medium be any medium color, dark be any dark color? Can we, if we can do it like that, then we can leave it at 4.
Well, this is just for the wood too, remember? This is just for the wood.
Oh, so everything
yeah.
is red is just that.
Just for the wood, yeah.
Got you.
For
So-
sci-fi, we can have like different like color themes or something. Right?
Yeah. So imagine sci-fi. Sci-fi is the theme. The type is Tron, and the features
Space.
could be blue neon or pink
Yeah.
neon, or you know.
Or still like silver,
Yeah.
gunmetal.
So I
Alright.
think we jack that down, and
I
let's instead of putting gunmetal gray, let's just putting to be determined,
All right.
which would probably still be gunmetal gray, but it just kind of simplifies things.
Yeah, so that way, if we want to put something else in that's not mentioned there.
Yeah.
Or we could even put it miscellaneous as well, just to like as an easy way out. Like for types.
Well, I guess miscellaneous and to be determined is the same thing.
All right.
Yeah. Well, maybe to be determined. Kind of. Maybe that makes more sense. To be determined. We're
Well,
not
to
sure
be
yet.
determined means, I don't know.
Means we haven't made a decision. Miscellaneous. We don't know. I mean, it's
What happened to the round number?
what's still that's here.
I thought it was going to be 300. Now it's 256.
What are you getting triggered? Well, do we want to stick with? Because at the moment we've got. I think what did we do? We did. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, now I can't navigate. Stupid bloody Zoom. Go away. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 common colors. 4 commons, 2 rares, 1 legendary, 1 mythic.
Mhm.
Do we want to drop that off so we have less commons and only 1 rare? What do we want to do there? Or
I think 2 rare is okay.
so at the
4
moment we've got
commons, 2 rares, 1 epic, 1
1
mythic. Yeah.
yeah, 1 legendary, 1 mythic.
One of the problems with silver and gold is we're not allowed to make things shiny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's. I don't actually have to ask, because
Wow.
that would be cool, like for metal to be shiny. But
Mm.
right now, like everything, like they said, roughness at 1, that
Yeah.
basically takes away all the reflective, and so I'm not sure if that's.
I guess it could still be the gold color just without
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
Mate.
without the gloss
Yeah.
on it. I don't know, Cheese. You're the NFT brain. What do you think
What?
as far as rarities? 4 commons. Should we make 1 an uncommon or have 3 commons, 1 uncommon?
In regards to colors, I don't think we should do commons or uncommons in regards to color. I think
the
the
trim.
sets. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh no, it's a trim, right? The stain is like the color.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess.
So we've
Trim
got
is,
trims. What rarity do we want to associate with these trims?
Or do we?
Or do we?
We do
Is the
because we
thing.
want to make the prices higher and the mint numbers lower. For
But I don't, so in my opinion, I don't think the sets should be, should have a low quantity. I don't think that, like, in regards to the colors and the trims, I don't think that should determine, I think those should be all the same kind of quantity, because people are going to have their favorite colors regardless if it's a common
Yeah.
or uncommon. Like, let's say red is the common and everybody just wants red, and they're like, oh, we don't care about black or purple. Like,
well, that's kind of going micro when we need to think macro. Like, just think for a minute where if it's not the wood, say it's for horror, we want something that's kind of generic, but it would be. I think it would be cool to have something that's rare, hard to get as part of that horror series sort of thing.
I think the theme itself should be the rare. So wooden should be common. Modern should be like rare or uncommon. Sci-fi, horror, celebration should all be legendary. Like let the sets be where people can fill up their nodes if they need to, but
the mint number is the same.
Yeah.
Because what I'm saying, like if it's a rare theme, right, and you for horror, but you have like 10 times less items.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be as much as the wooden, because the wooden is going to be our set. So like the modern is going to be even less, and then sci-fi, horror, celebration, Christmas, Halloween to be decided will be
That should be
the
the same,
rares
right?
and legendaries.
Well,
Yeah.
what if people buy out really fast all the wooden items, and then there'll be like a big shortage on the others?
Well,
Well, they're
Well,
gonna
yeah.
have to buy out the wooden light with red, the wooden light with green, the wooden
Yeah.
light with yellow. Like that's a lot.
that's a lot.
No, I
of
mean
stuff.
like the other, if they're very rare, like the horror, right? And a lot of
Yeah.
people will not be able to get it. Is that what you
Yeah, well,
want?
that's the thing. If
Okay.
like let's say for example they buy out the horror red with
Well,
you
it's not going to
know
be. It's not going to be
the
colors
silver.
for red. You know, it's
Well,
going to be like.
Yeah.
I'm just saying as an example.
Okay.
So like they do the horror with whatever type and whatever feature and it's sold out. That's what we want. We
That's a
want it
good
to
thing.
be rare.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's a great thing.
And
Like
then
we
you
don't
go.
really
You get in
want
horror
go ahead.
series 1, horror series 2, that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we don't really want the wooden and the modern to sell out
Yeah.
fast. We want it to be there because we want people to fill their nodes with it. But
Yeah,
we
that's a
want
long tail.
yeah, that we want the rest of like I think the themes should be more of the
Mm,
the rares.
yeah, that's a great idea. I think. What do you
That
think?
way
Detech?
like we can make the most money off of like because for me wooden and modern are the common and uncommon, not that it's not great, it's just what we it when I think of a backyard, wooden and modern are the common themes. That's like what I want to see. That's what I'm comfortable with seeing. I don't want to see no sci-fi, horror, or celebration. I only want to see that, you know,
Mm.
during a certain specific thing, or maybe sci-fi.
And then in
horror.
future, when we come up with different ideas, then we can decide, okay, is this a common theme? Is this a rare theme? Is this an ultra rare
Exactly.
theme? Yeah, that's a very good idea. So wooden is going to be common, modern, common.
Modern can be uncommon if you want. We'll still have a good amount
Yeah.
of both, but just
I think that's
slightly
good.
less.
And
Yep.
the rest are epic.
Well,
Well,
yeah, I think they
yeah.
all should be clubbed. Like I don't think we should have more than 3 rarities, to be quite honest. Oh, actually 4. So so all of the rest, like sci-fi, horror, celebration to be decided would be rare, but yet the surfer would be mythic.
oh yeah.
Like items.
Well,
It'd
yeah,
be cool if we left some room for like just items that we produce, which are like
yeah.
super rare.
So like TBD would be rare.
Yep.
No,
Sci-fi.
TBD would be legendary, and then stuff like the statues, like the really really cool stuff would be mythic.
Yeah, samurai.
I like that we have the TBD there, so that way we have like that opening for anything.
Mythic.
Let's see how Upland likes it. It's like TBD.
Whoa.
Well, we
What does
could
that mean?
if they don't like TBD, we could put miscellaneous
Yeah,
because
well,
miscellaneous is everywhere.
So sci-fi and what did you say? They're going to be epic or something. What was that one?
I
Legendary.
I think sci-fi, horror, celebration, Christmas, Halloween should be rare.
I think sci-fi and horror.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
think that's a
true.
step. I think that's a step above, like you know,
Holidays.
holidays. Yeah,
Really?
I think so.
I don't know. I think it's more a step down.
Because
I'm never this combative. I'm so
No,
sorry.
No, this is what we need to hash out. This is
Because I
precisely
think,
what we need to do.
like sci-fi and horror are such a
They're
wide
niche though,
thing.
but they're niche. Some people,
I don't think they're
everybody
niche.
likes a party, but not everybody loves horror.
Not everybody loves Christmas. Not
Yeah.
everybody can party.
Yeah,
Not everybody can dance or listen to music.
or sing, as I've
How
proven.
come horror and Halloween are separate? Well, what's the difference?
We talked about that.
Okay.
Unless we make, we talked about that in regards to Halloween is more
Pumpkins.
kid friendly sort of thing,
Yeah.
where horror we want to dive into it.
Oh,
So,
Yeah,
so
horror
maybe
is like Saw.
yeah,
Blood-
maybe
bloodbath.
Halloween is just a type under horror. I don't know.
I wonder if
Like-
horror would go with the Upland theme, like, because they're all being llamas and
I mean,
Or
baby
we go
with,
with
spiders all over his face.
Yeah. Or we go with Cheese's idea where we just scrap Christmas and Halloween and just put holidays. And then a type would be Christmas, Halloween. But
Yeah,
we might want to
exactly.
increase the type number then though.
I think more is better than less.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, DJ.
it's true. No, it's true.
And in sci-fi and horror, like themes like that, comedy, stuff like that, I kind of feel is just one step above uncommon. Because like, what if you get somebody who wants to do a sci-fi theme for their whole node? It's not like a holiday. It's not like a holiday where they can only have it up for a specific amount of time without it looking silly. They could actually have a sci-fi or horror node, like the Creedmoor node. They're going to keep that horror thing up year round, whereas Halloween, Christmas, they're not going to. I think the sci-fi and horror in that sense and should be rare. There should be more quantity of it, because there's going to be more. And then like the holidays should be legendary, because that's how Upland does it. Like if there and people are going to want, like, oh my God, I have to get the Samurai Aquatic holiday decor. I have to get it. Yeah.
Holiday special.
So instead of TBD, we put holiday.
I think we should have both. I think
Miscellaneous.
TBD is important because of like special items.
Then instead of celebration, why don't we make that? Or does holiday fall under celebration?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think holiday would be better than celebration.
All right, let's do that. Holiday. Or maybe let's do this. Holiday / celebration.
Like Madonna says, holiday, celebrate. If you took a holiday, oh yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah, just some time to celebrate. Come on, let's celebrate. That's for Cassandra, because she likes my singing. Whatever you guys, I don't care.
So what do we need to patch in? Christmas. Holiday celebration is done. Christmas, Halloween. Christmas and Halloween, rare.
But no, Christmas is and Halloween are under holiday as legendary.
So we're now scrapping those. So we're going to be down to 6. But you got to think then, if holiday celebration is the theme and we've only have 4 types, Halloween, Christmas, Genesis, New Year's, then that's it.
See, I'm associating it to NFTs. So a theme is a schema. So like, let's say, for example, I made the Ben 68 schema. Everything you make goes into that schema. Everything for wine and cheese goes into the wine and cheese schema. Everything for U2U goes into the U2U schema.
Yep.
Like that's how I'm associating it.
So in this example, it would be holiday is the theme, the type
So
is
then-
Christmas, and the feature would be, I don't know, freaking unicorns and rainbows and, Santas.
Snow
or
and
yeah. Okay.
and the reindeer and Santa.
Holiday celebration is the theme. The type is Halloween. The feature is
Blood.
spider webs, jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
pumpkins. Got it. Perfect. I like it.
So we need to get rid of Halloween and Christmas from there.
And I could put this on my list of things to ask Jennifer. I could say like I wish I could be in these meetings with you.
6. Well, I did ask. So.
I know you did.
Oh, look at that, Detech. Whoa.
We're almost there,
Oh.
Detech.
It dropped that
What
number
happened?
significantly.
Oh no, it went down.
Yes. Because we took Halloween and Christmas out of there.
So, but just because we have less versions of it doesn't mean the quantity is going
No.
down.
No, you're just refining the idea. Absolutely. So we don't need that there because that's in holiday celebration.
Yeah.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, why don't we put our 2 TBD as the
See, for me, TBD is going to be in the mythic area because for me, TBD are the samurai surfer, the special kind of requests, the and that could be like type special request statues.
or we just say TBD, TBD.
All right.
Mhm.
That sounds good too.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Oh my God. I'm feeling so guilty right now. Like if I don't know why, like I feel that way whenever I go against the grain. Like I feel like I'm
No. This is precisely what we need. We need to refine the idea. And look, we've gone from 300 and something versions down to 192. So ultimately, that's a good thing. But we have scope in there to extend. So I don't know. You're very quiet, Detech. What's going
No,
on?
I'm just, it really didn't go down because holiday and celebration could be a whole bunch of different things, right?
yeah, exactly.
So-
Exactly. It's just a schema. It's just a theme.
Yeah.
So the type is going to probably expand a lot more for
Okay.
that theme, but that particular theme, because we're just in the wood right now.
All right. Now, here's the tricky part.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
How
man.
many wooden saunas do we want to have available for the life of this business?
Now,
we
when
gotta
you
think
say
massive big picture.
wooden, is it going to be everything together, meaning wooden light, wooden medium, wooden dark?
Yes, the whole thing.
That is like, I feel like we need to break it down more before I get to that.
Yeah, and my brain's the opposite way. I'm thinking we need the massive picture and then we break it down.
Like I
But
want to put
we
the
can go
total
either.
mints to the
Yep.
right 3 times.
All right.
Like move it to the right.
So four themes times 8 features times 10 items in the set, that's 120 different separate items.
Like I
trust your
want to
math.
put wooden light, wooden medium, wooden dark.
Or with the trim, it's like the different trim had like he wanted to do.
I
less
know
items,
that's like,
okay.
all right, who's good at math here? Because like for me, I need to break it down.
That's why I think it might be easier to think of the big number and work backwards.
What number is in your head? I know, but that's the thing. You don't know.
Well, think about there's 250,000 unique property owners or something like that, and there's millions of properties.
Well,
and that's
People
only
want
now.
multiple.
Yeah, exactly. People are going to want to fill their nodes. All right, so let's do it like this. Let's say what we have right now, wooden light red. Just for an example, wooden light red.
How many wooden light reds
How
do
many
we want to
would
see?
we want to make of that? And then the rest is would fall into place.
So if you want like 100 items of each, for example, that would be 1,000 items.
It's going to be way more than 100.
Yeah, way more.
Like
way.
Multiples more. Like it
I
has to
say-
be in the thousands.
I say 3,000 wooden light red.
So then you have
So
30,000
from
items.
But then you got to think of I always use Portage Park as an example because it's such a large joint. Doesn't that have 14,000 properties in it?
So you're saying bigger, right?
I'm saying
I know. I want to say big. I want to say bigger too. That's why I wanted to do this as a comment.
Yeah.
All right. No. This is good. Because we're leaving our comfort zone. We're
Million
leaving our
items.
comfort zone.
million.
1 million, yes.
Yeah.
Items.
Yeah, and keep in mind, we want, especially for the wooden, like Cheese has just successfully argued the point. We want that wooden one to be a long tail. Like, we don't want this to sell out this year. We want this to be available for people that haven't even heard about Upland yet. They're going to come in and they're going to say, "Oh, what's this store? Oh, that looks cool. I'll be able to buy that."
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is purple absolutely positively necessary?
The color's not important. That was just an example. We can switch that out.
What's
with some
wrong
other
with
color.
purple?
It's too close to blue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was.
I know, I love purple
That
myself.
was just an
but-
example. We could say trim A, trim B. You know, it's just the fact that we
Oh, no, no,
wanted
no, no,
8
like
different
just to
trims.
reduce a bit, just to reduce so we can,
But
because
then we're going to
I'm
be at
more
7. We're going to have to cut that down to another. Can we take 2 out?
gold, because that looks too much like the light wood and
Well,
it'll
then
blend.
it'd be
But
weird
with the
to have
dark wood,
silver.
it'll look nice.
Yeah, with the dark wood, it'd look good.
Maybe.
So
Oh,
maybe
yeah, you're right. No, that
scrap
you're right.
silver and black and purple.
Silver and I'm good
I'd
with
rather
that.
keep
I'm good
gold
with
because
that.
gold was in my original business pitch, was to have gold trim as the most rare kind of thing.
I'm good with taking away silver and purple because
Okay.
silver looks too much like white and white is too plain.
Maybe
Uh,
silver instead of white.
white. Where we
There
haven't
is
said
no white.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh no, I said silver looks too much like white Detech.
Yeah. So I assumed.
Black and gold, black and gold.
All right,
Red,
that's so this
green,
is good. So like, let's
the
say
blue.
if we did about 10,000
I think that's still
for
too low.
each.
Oh,
Too
per
low,
each.
right?
Okay. Per
Oh
each.
yeah,
is
like
different.
wood, light, red, 10,000. Wood, medium, red, 10,000.
Well, how many of the, just take the holiday ornaments or the Genesis ornaments? What was the numbers on those? Do you remember? Was it 1,000? Was it 5,000?
That's a good question.
And think about how fast they sold out.
We could also do a sort of survey, like a quick survey with our meta members, like the 4 people, Moon, Cassandra, Zoe, and Dog. And like,
We'd have to talk them through all of the.
oh
background.
no, not like that. Like very simple. Like what would you want more in your outdoor decor? A light, medium, or dark stain? Like maybe we don't even need to have a dark.
Oh, I definitely want a dark.
Like, but medium could cover dark. Like what is medium? Like a chestnut?
What,
Like what's the difference between
Dark stain for
medium-
me is almost that burnt,
the
burnt.
mahogany?
like, no, way darker than that, like almost black. If you've
Alright.
seen black wood grain sort of thing.
So medium would be like a mahogany.
Yeah.
All right, so good. All right, we're keeping all of them then because I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
mahogany.
Yeah. And we do have
Thing-
TBD there too. So.
True.
the thing is in my head, like you mentioned how it sold out for the Genesis week.
Yep.
That's in the like Upland shop, which everybody sees.
Yes.
Our items will be in the shop. People would have to go to
Yeah.
kind of visit. So it's
But
Yeah,
we're
it's-
gonna
we
we're
don't
gonna
know
promote the
how it's
heck
gonna
out of
work
it.
out.
I'm gonna promote the heck out of it.
Yeah, and we don't want to sell out in a week. We want to have this available, especially the wood version, the common
Yeah.
version. We want to have that available for
for like years.
yeah, at least 1 year.
be back in just a second.
You're right. So yeah, I think, geez, we're talking in the hundreds of thousands for the total number,
Yeah.
and then it just
So
becomes a
like
matter
for
of
the
price.
total number, you mean then?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like 25. Like so let's say for example 25,000 versions of the wood light red.
Yes.
About I'm okay with that. I remember that's what I wanted from the get-go.
Yeah.
That's why I want it to be common. Like for modern, we could even do 25,000, and then for the modern, we could do 20,000.
So 100,000, and then What's the math on that? My brain's not going to work it. How do we?
That's the thing. I can't do it
Okay, so let's
at
go.
the end.
Because
I
we're
need
guessing.
to do it.
We're literally guessing. Like, I think once we have one set out, then we'll know.
But we can't put the set out till we
Yeah,
know
we-
the mints.
Yeah.
So like if we do wooden light red, 25,000 or 20,000. So you just add it. Wooden medium red, 20,000, medium dark red, 20,000, medium TBD red, 20,000. It's going to be way more than 100,000.
So how many versions? No, I don't need versions, do I? Why did I do that?
Let me get my calculator.
No, I don't need that. I'm trying to do it live. So features is that number divided by 6, right? See, that doesn't work. We're gonna have to go the opposite direction. Yeah, I think you're right, Cheese. We've got to go the opposite direction. So themes, there's 6 different types.
Yeah.
So that was,
6
you
different-
said 25,000, right?
Yeah.
And the types would be equals that times the number of types.
Yeah.
So we're at 100,000 there.
Yeah. Yeah. And then now that times 1, 2, 3, 4,
Equals
5, 6.
That times that 600,000.
All right.
So that's essentially the total mints. Is that correct? Detech, you're the math brain.
I'm the math brain, but you wanted to have different numbers, right, for the different color trims, or is it the
No,
same?
that was before.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just want the total. How do I put
So-
the spacing in that?
Spacing.
Not the spacing, the.
Oh, to add a column.
Yeah.
So
can-
why do you have for themes 25,000, for types 100,000?
Right click on the G on top.
No, I just want to put,
And
see how that's got
insert.
the dash in
Oh, I
between the 25.
see. You have to format it.
Get linked to this conditional formatting. Da, da, da.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
weird.
that's just triggering. Oh, what did I do? Don't do that. So, am
So
I
how
right in
many-
thinking features equals total mints?
I'm just
No. Feature. Now you got to do the stains for total mints. So 600,000 times 4.
Didn't we do that at types? This is
Did we?
times
I
4.
thought we did that at trim. Oh,
okay,
we did that at.
themes,
So if we did that at types, then we still have to do the trims.
Let's delete that and start again.
All right.
So we're thinking
25,000 each.
wooden light red,
Yeah.
25,000.
Then you
And-
have 4 different types, so times
So
4.
isn't it this number times 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So equals
And then times 6.
that times that.
Mhm.
And then the features equals this number times
Times 6.
600,000.
So that's the total mints.
This is total mints.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So you were right. You were right.
Yeah.
So then you just put that over
I'll
there
just put that up
again.
there.
All right. I'm okay with that.
Now, if I do the same, if I just drag that down, but what did you say here? 20,000.
Yeah.
Whoa, why did that number go crazy?
It's
Oh, because I didn't do that.
multiplied by that one.
Yeah, that's right. I need to do that. I don't know how to do it on Google. You do, is it the same?
I know it's a little bit trickier.
F8 times. Do you do the, is it the same as Excel where you do that? I don't know if you can see me doing that. Where you got to do the money sign. Let's see. 20, 1, 2, 3. I'm
Nice.
brilliant.
You are brilliant. You both brilliant. I'm
Now I
Me,
freaking
no,
lucky.
I'm
being-
regular.
No, you're brilliant, dude.
There's
No.
nothing regular about you.
Yeah.
in a good way.
In a good way.
So what would rare be then? 10,000? 15,000?
Maybe
I'm thinking-
15.
I'm thinking maybe 10.
Because rare is something that can be all year round, remember.
Mm.
I mean, but I'm
Well, then
celebration.
legendary becomes
I'd say, yeah, 10, definitely, no more than that. And this
5,000.
is like maybe 5, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
And
TBD.
TBD,
ugh,
TBD, TBD, TBD.
yeah.
It's like, guys, can you give us a total number and then we'd like add TBD at the end, just to not be.
But she did say that they were gonna have a section for special stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well,
that-
do we just do it the same as this? Do we just make the TBD a mythic?
All right, I like that.
Mhm.
Or, but if it's a special, one of one for somebody,
Then how about epic? Well, that's going to be a different. That's gonna have to be a completely different thing.
completely different category. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
all right, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool then.
Well, what about an epic? Why don't we change TBD to an epic?
All right,
And where does that's after legendary, isn't it? Or is that
epic.
before?
I think. Let me just check my atomic hub because I just got a whole bunch of stuff from. God, I have no wax at all. All right, so rare, epic. Wait. No, wait. Oh God, they have this different. All right, hold on. Let me try something else. Here we go. God, some people have epics, some people don't have epics.
Yeah, not all of them do.
That's like
Not everybody's epic.
Maybe do you have any horror ones? I think those guys have that broken down.
I think rare is before epic. Yeah.
The epic, legendary, and we can maybe.
I was looking at the metaphors. Let me just try one more just to make sure.
I'll double check too.
I keep thinking of almost every like phone game has separation to those.
Yeah. Farming Tales has it rare, epic, legendary as well. Just double check because like I hate being the last word. It's like
I can't.
she's wrong.
My computer
your
just
computer.
died trying to load it. Do you have any of the horror ones? What are they called? The ones that I got a full set of. Oh, what's just happened here? Oh, my computer's.
Oh
having a
no,
moment.
save. Oh yeah, it saves it for you.
I don't know what's happening. Let me press stop share.
Crypto dads, right?
No, the
Oh.
other ones.
Oh,
What are they called?
ultra horror.
horrors. Yeah. Why has this gone like that?
Here we go. Let's see. So base, common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary,
Yeah,
mythic.
perfect. All right, good.
Detech looks sad.
I'm not. I'm actually trying to do something while I'm chatting.
Now I can't get
Mechanical
Mechanical.
stuff.
I want to go get my coffee, but I don't have any pants on. It's freaking hot as frick over here. Wait,
Now
I'm
I
going to tell you the temperature. Oh, it's only 98 degrees.
No. Oh, not Celsius, I hope.
No.
Okay.
Jesus.
That would be like milk moo.
I have no pants and no skin on. It has burned.
I'm locked in this
Let us see.
spreadsheet.
Oh
yeah.
man, I remember like when I was in California when I was a kid, and there was like a few days where there was a heat warning, and I went to school by foot, and I felt like I might not make it at some point. It's
It's-
totally different kind of heat.
Yay, Sully.
Just went out of nowhere, out of the waves.
To the
I
rescue.
messaged him. I messaged him.
Awesome.
Nice. All right, now this is working again. Finally.
Hmm.
So Epic is going to go in here, isn't it? Insert cells.
Yes.
Insert row. Oh, it's going to say above, but I don't want. Oh yeah, that's right. Delete
Oh no, my battery.
TBD. Epic. Now, how do we break this down then?
TBD.
Wait, I thought you
TBD,
said
TBD.
5K.
But then the numbers are off for Epic, for the legendaries and the mythics.
True
Ooh,
that.
what did I just do?
I don't know.
So
Let's
it has
see.
to be less than 15,000, but more than 10,000. Unless we
me,
drop
this
the
is like-
mythic way down.
This is
And
like
this
the
w-
hardest part of
Yeah.
running a shop, guessing.
Unless we put holiday stuff to 8.
10,000, 8,000. Yeah, because would 5,000 and 5,000 would be too much of a drop, wouldn't it?
I think so for holiday. Yeah.
Or if we go 7,500, split the difference.
Okay.
Is that enough? Is that enough of a drop though? Because we've dropped 5,000.
You want
Drop
to make
5,000.
5,000 samurais?
I was just gonna say the same thing. Maybe we could even put that to
It's not
2,500.
5,000 samurais. It'd be 100 and. Oh well, it's different,
Ooh.
isn't it? Because
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah.
samurai's not going to have types, and
Exactly.
Mhm.
We
so I
have
can-
to. We have to do this for each one.
I'll be right back.
Well, it's only the. I think it's only the epic and the mythic that are going to be like that, or is it only the mythic?
Well, it's only the wooden and modern, and then sci-fi and horror are gonna have their own things. What is TBD gonna be for again? Just because I'm
We don't know.
I'm
That's the whole point.
stupid. Oh,
We don't
okay.
know. Or do
Oh
we
my
just
God.
scrap that? Do we? We only put TBD to get it to a round number of 6, but I think we're just trying to put a round peg through a square hole.
Yeah. See, TBD could also be, let's say someone like Portage Park reaches out to us.
But that goes back to customized, which I think is going to be a completely separate thing. Because keep in mind, this is for us just using the sauna example.
Yeah.
Is there a different version of the sauna that we want, or do we just scrap TBD and just simplify it?
Simplify then.
What do you think, Detech? Can you think of any
Uh,
other version of the sauna?
Oh, I was gonna make for every type theme. I was gonna make a different one.
Like,
It's
can you
not like
think-
I'm gonna make modern is gonna look the same circular, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
it's completely
So let's just
it
scrap
would- yeah.
TBD.
no
Well, do you have an idea for what you could think of? So we've got
for TBD or for what? Sorry.
yeah, we need to, I think we need to decide, we need to make a decision for TBD. It's too open-ended and it's making it hard to determine it, because is it going to be a situation where it's like a mythic where there's only so many of those and that's it?
Well, here's like what kind of throws me off is the samurai surfer is a separate theme, and it's only one item.
So that's, yeah, we've got
should
rid of
that
that
be
now.
part of like some kind of thing like the TBD where we will, like for example, if I make the sci-fi, right, And maybe I'll make a first man on the moon statue, right?
You're right. You're right, Detech. You're right. Because I was like wondering what the hell, why is TBD there? TBD is supposed to be for other stuff like the Samurai Surfer.
Like
That's right.
specialty items, right?
Yeah.
But then we don't know how many we're gonna make. Maybe 1 to 3 for each set, or I don't know.
So what we need to
that's-
do, I think, is we need to separate these, which is what you've basically said. So what if we got rid of TBD becomes the legendary down here?
Well, TBD is mythic.
Well, it could be not as exclusive as the samurai.
All right. And I
Where-
think the Samurai needs to be more exclusive.
More, so not 5,000, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, we
maybe
can play with that.
2,000.
All right, let's just get rid of. So in this case, then the holiday celebrations then become the epic,
Yeah.
and that's no longer required.
All right. Yeah. Oh God. Thank you, Detech. Yeah. Because it totally leaked out of my brain and out of my ear.
I just have all these like statue ideas in my head. Because yeah, for each set we should make something like that.
This is good that we all have like our different inputs in here, and we're helping our brains out. Because
All right, so TBD legendary, maybe the number on that is 5,000.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
And then what
the
did you say for mythic?
Samurai,
2,000.
I'd say 2,000.
What about 2,068? Or is that just going to freak people out? Huh?
Detech's face.
I didn't see it. I'll have to watch the recording. I'm just playing. So 2,000.
I felt that joke.
So
I love it.
So does that mean now we keep this at 25? Or do we drop that to 20, 15? No, that's going to go too low, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the wooden and modern should stay. If anything, like anything from sci-fi down, I wouldn't mind playing around with.
With the numbers, you mean?
Yeah.
So maybe 10,000.
Yeah.
And then epic has to be more than legendary. Or what if, would it be too much of a, what if we went to 30,000?
We could do that.
30.
I mean, for
20.
common, you could have as many as you want, because it's basically going to be like the decoration that everybody does.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
To be determined legendary. All right. I don't know. What do you think, Detech, as far as those mint numbers go?
I've been thinking on this for a long time as how you guys are going to determine this, because we have no idea how it's going to go.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I guess we put these numbers in Upland, maybe has some word in terms of what they think, because they see the numbers of
Jen did
the...
like I sent this to Jen and she got feedback from the team, and the feedback was good. She thought our numbers and our pricing were on track. I said, that was just an example, but here we've said like 500, but we're gone way beyond that now.
I also remember you posting something where she said, remember, this is going to be what you have for the life.
Yes, and we don't have to produce that many, although we have to say this is batch 1 to 100 of 30,000 or whatever. So that has to be part of it. Once that's set, we can't change that.
So difficult. Like, we don't know anything, but we have to, come up with,
like, if they're going to open, like, we have to think about years down the line is what I'm thinking.
Yes.
We have to think about all the new cities opening, all the new internationals opening. There's going to be places where people don't want a modern, they want like a nice wooden feel. Like, let's say if they live in a wooded area, or like
Yep.
if you're in the city, you're going to want a modern.
Yeah.
We're going to need this to last us for at least a couple of years until we come up with the next
Yep.
batch of the next season of Samurai Aquatics. Like,
Yes.
and then still people are going to want the OG stuff.
That's a very good point too. Like, are we thinking too long term? Should this as a series one be
Just
a little
for
bit
1
more
year.
be a little bit more exclusive?
Oh, all right, that's a good point.
So
What
like,
do you
think of the Samurai Surfer, like maybe 2000 that's too many for something that we're trying to push out there as having rarity.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
Because
that's,
remember, you could also get the shorts in different colors.
yes.
So maybe even 500 each.
What about 680?
Let me see Detech's face when you say
He's
that.
busy. He's not paying attention.
No, I'm listening, and I don't know, I'm confused.
Well,
Really.
tell us your thoughts, because remember, you put me in the right direction with the whole TBD thing.
It just in my head is like, how are we supposed to know what we're gonna be doing down the line?
That's the thing, we don't, because we're
We
the
don't.
Like,
experimenters.
it made sense if we just give out for this set, give out the number, right?
Yeah.
But for everything that we'll ever make, it's like, it's one thing that was in my head is like, 2 years down the road, we get the numbers wrong, we sell everything out. It's like, well, close your store, you can't make any more
No.
items.
Hey, that's a good point, actually. We have to ask Jennifer if we can come up with a whole new series
Series
of
2.
themes at
Mhm.
the end of the year. That is actually a very good point.
So series 1, series 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going to be involved in determining how different series can be? Like, you can't.
Like, no, we have to ask her, like, once the year, like, can we have a time limit to where we give them our next series, our series 2? Because then if we're stuck with series 1 forever,
Yeah.
like Detech said, we're going to just be pigeonholed. So if we
Yes.
can get series 1 for a year, and then after a year we tell them, hey, here's the new designs for our series 2,
Yes.
here are the new quantities. That way we
Mhm.
stay fresh, we don't have to do as many quantities as this.
And we
Yeah.
would know how many we would want for the second set, you know,
Yeah.
that way.
Well, let's put this as the big picture. This one here, let's put this as the big picture kind of scope, and then this is we can break down the series one. So yeah, we'd go down to 500 for this.
So see, Detech, you saved the day twice. You gotta
Yeah,
talk
absolutely.
more.
It's the time to.
Like, yes,
750 seems like a weird number. Is 500 too much?
What do you think, Detech?
For one version of this, the original version of the Samurai Surfer. How many
Now
of those?
remember, it's gonna be in different colors too, so we could even, like, that total
second.
mint features
Alright.
is gonna be more than 500.
But is this Samurai Surfer this mythic version? It's just like its own standalone series. Like, if we did another one, it'd be a completely different. Because Detech's talking about putting it in different poses rather than just changing like the short colors or whatever.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So I think we really go with the standalone aspect. So there is
Right.
one version of this Samurai Surfer. So maybe
We could
500 is
say-
too many.
Yeah, we could say Samurai Server OG for the first one, and then Samurai
Surfer.
Surfer A different name
Yeah, I think
for
100's
season
100's not enough. 500's too much.
250.
250, 500.
All right.
Maybe we just
Well, we
Okay.
don't have to worry about season 2. Season 1 will give us a great idea about
Yeah.
what the numbers for season 2 will be.
and Detech's dead right that we don't want to go too big picture and we don't want the tail end season 1 to be, we
Going into season 2.
if we are allowed to do a season 2, then we want season 1 to sell out. Otherwise, why would you
Yeah.
do season 2? So I guess is that something you can follow up with her, or do you want me to do that?
I could definitely
Jeez.
ask her.
Yeah.
I could.
alright.
Let me put that in my. I love this. I love this freaking Discord you created for us. Oh my freaking god! Should we get Detech in there if he wants?
It's up to you.
It's a Discord notepad, Detech.
I'll show
What?
you. So I
It's
had
so
Another
freaking
Discord.
cool.
I was sitting down the other day and I was like, I need to do some work, but I had so many things to do. I didn't know where to start. So I put this Discord together. It's called Do Stuffs.
Because I would just put everything in my head and just send it to Ben.
Yeah.
But then I wouldn't put any search words to find it. And I lost it. Like I would use
Yeah.
Ben as my freaking notepad.
So yeah, so Cheese has
Wow.
got her space in here. I've got my space. If there's something to do with summer aquatics, oh look,
I
there we
just
go.
don't
I
wanna-
can tick this off.
I-
Look. Ah, love it.
Yeah, I ticked off my first one for the notepad for the Upland 200 words or less thing.
I don't know. That's just something I found. Cheese.
I just don't want to crush your server, make it crash.
have to do lists.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we can't really do much more then as far as mint numbers go until we get an answer on that one. But I think we're in a very good place now with the overall scope of things with the rarities and whatnot. So yes.
We'll talk about different seasons with Jennifer and quantities.
and
get-
bulk packages, remember?
Oh, I had that already there. Talk to Jennifer about set pricing, i.e. you buy 5, you get a discount.
Yep.
Quantities, get her take. And if we can submit.
All right. I think we might wrap it up there for this one, unless there's anything else you wanted to nut out.
Hold on 1 second. All right. Yeah, this is good. I think this is very productive.
We just got to follow up with Detech on one thing. Other than that, we'll
What
leave
is
it
it?
at that and wait till we hear back, eh? Alrighty. good
Yeah,
job.
I don't think I'll get. I told her like, is it okay if I send you stuff on the weekend and stuff? And I don't expect you to answer back, just like what's in my head. And she said, yeah, sure, I'll answer it whenever I can, but that's totally fine. So I'll send her the questions and we'll see if she gets back to me today. I don't know because it's a holiday.
Yeah.
So probably like she'll probably get back to me first thing tomorrow morning.
Well, that's all right, because we got UDU podcast tomorrow anyway, so we won't have time to touch on it. So we'll follow it up. We've got
I feel
you
so
know,
bad because
2 or
I
3
never
days.
asked her. I just send her stuff all the time.
Yeah, but she likes the stuff you send her. You're brilliant. Don't feel bad.
And she doesn't like the stuff you send her.
I don't really send her stuff with questions. You send her stuff, nice stuff to look at.
No.
There's a bit of a difference. We just give her work.
Yeah, we're like raw.